Well, my first thoughts of St. Joseph's Parish was when I was approximately 4 years old. I moved here from Sexsmith with my parents, and we moved into a little house right next to the first church that was in Grand Prairie. And my mom was the cook and housekeeper for the priest, and my dad was the caretaker for the Catholic schools. So I got to know all the priests right from day one very, very well. And I just remember having lots of fun with them. And we used to have a brother, they're called brothers, and it was Brother Albin. And he used to come over and we used to throw snowballs and all that kind of thing. So that's my first memory of the Catholic Church. And as I said, my mom was working in the so-called, what they called then, the rectory. And my most recent fun memory was the actual fundraising for our current church. I was on the building committee and the fundraising committee, and it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. Anyway, one of the fun things that we did with the building of the new church was that we organized 169 people to volunteer for security every day of the year. And John Switzer was really instrumental in helping me with that. And we, the younger people, stayed at the builder's so-called shack every night from 6 till midnight, and then we had all us old people, the retired people, work from midnight till 6 in the morning, and we never missed a day. So I was very proud of that. Well, I have a fun thing changes. When of course I went to, it was St. Joseph's School right from grade 1 to grade 12, and we were taught by the nuns, and they lived in the current Christian school building. And so every Friday, we had to go to the church and we had to go to confession. Didn't matter, grade 1, whatever. And so I just remember every week we walked down from the school to the church, and the nuns went with us, and we had to go to confession. Well, I hadn't done anything wrong most of the time, I mean, what can I say? And so I made up stuff. Like, I lied twice to my mother, I talked back to my father, and those were all made up. And you had to say how many times, too, like 2 or 3 times or whatever. So I made it up all the time, and just that's what I did. Because I know if I had talked back to my father or lied to my mother, I'd have been in big trouble. So I was a pretty good kid, so I had to make it up. I was a member and still am a member of CWL, and my husband was Knights of Columbus and those activities. Mainly I was involved in a lot of fundraising. We had a teacher in grade 11 who was an excellent teacher. She wasn't Catholic. She taught English, and I entered a contest through St. Joseph's School. And she taught me how to public speak, and I won the contest and won a trip all the way to New York on a bus from Grand Prairie to New York and back, along with 38 other students from across Alberta, Saskatchewan, and in the States. And we had 3 chaperones. But it was that particular teacher that got me going into public speaking, and I've been doing that ever since.